I gathered 100 mods that can either make your Minecraft experience better or with just a complete worse and make your world a mess. I will speedrun this and talk as fast as possible, so don't blink. If you want to try these out, all of these can be found in Modrinth. It is a website that I trust when I'm searching for mods, not sponsored by the way. I will try to use every single mod that is uploaded here at Modrinth. 2,143 pages, and every page there's 20 mods. If my calculations are correct, there's 42,860 in total as of now, November 2025. But I will only consider the ones who has 1.20.10 version that would go down to 217 pages, meaning 4,340, and I will be using Fabric as my loader, and now it is compressed just to 205 pages, and that will be 4,100, but there's only 3 mods on the last page, so the real total will be 4,083. And I need more than 40 videos just to feature all of these mods by 100 each video. Let me know if you want me to keep going until I tried 4,083 mods. We're going to start off with the essential mods that helps us to boost our FPS, which is Sodium. Says it's the fastest and most compatible rendering optimization mod for Minecraft, and it's 3.2 times faster. If want more customizations to the performance, try adding Sodium Extra. Now you can control much wide settings. On top of that, Entity Culling comes in helping with faster FPS. This eliminates unnecessary draw calls for hidden block entities and entities. The results expected to be smarter rendering, less overhead, more performance. Says buy them. Why stop there, when you can add more to make your performance faster to its fullest? The Ferrite Core, a mod, reduces the memory usage of Minecraft in a few different ways. Also means it reduces the RAM usage. Lithium, a mod where optimize the numbers of the system without any changing any vanilla mechanics. Immediatelyfast. This mod features targeted optimizations where vanilla rendering code is being changed in order to run faster, such as map rendering, HUD rendering, and text rendering. Dynamic FPS. It reduces resource usage while Minecraft is in the background, idle, or on battery. It also fixes a vanilla bug causing higher than necessary background CPU usage and stops rendering the world while it's being obscured by resource loading overlay, helping especially on low-end systems. More Culling. A mod that changes how multiple types of culling are handled in order to improve performance. Next common mod is the Ira shaders. This mod will allow you to make your environment pretty by adding shaders, making it realistic. Now if you want a live map for your beautiful world, this is Xearos Minimap with pretty simple explanation. It's a display map where you can also see mobs. There's also Xaeros World Map, where it shows a full-screen world map which shows you what you have explored in the world. Adding waypoints helps you to mark out where your stuffs or base is when sometimes you forget. Next, the Reese's Sodium Option, simple yet clever alternative mod. Look for Sodium Options menu. This also adds search bar, scrollable tabs, and pages if you're tired looking for the specific option manually. Animations in Minecraft are a little bit boring and some just doesn't make sense. This is where not enough animations comes in. This adds the animations that you shows in first person to third person, like eating, drinking, looking at the map, boat rowing, and even climbing to a ladder. Players' skin are flat. If you don't know that, some of the skins have a flying hair overlaid on top but with 3D skin layers. This adds visual depth to cosmetic details like jackets, sleeves, or hats. Also fully supports transparency for glasses, visors, etc. If you don't memorize everything in Minecraft, try using Jade mod, where it shows the information of what you're looking at. Saves you time instead of going to browser searching what is what. Interacting with friends are fun, but the simple voice chat mod makes it better. Simple thing to use. When you're near them, the better you can hear them, and the better they can hear you. The farther you are, the farther you can hear. You can also make a group call if you don't want the proximity rule. If you want to see farther you can look at. Introducing Zoomify. It's obvious how this works. It zooms with most sexy looking zoom you will ever find. You can scroll for a further zoom. This is also perfect if you're a content creator and needs a dramatic zoom scene. Are you tired of mining in Minecraft? When it comes to ores, with the help of Veinminer, you can break the whole entire ore vein with just breaking one ore. Saves you time and speed up games like UHC, or you're just lazy. Now you have realistic Minecraft with resource pack, shaders, animations, and 3D layer skin. What about the audio or the sound? Make it better with Sound Physics Remastered. It that provides realistic sound attenuation, reverberation, and absorption through blocks. You can pair this with simple voice chat. Minecraft menu is kinda boring repeatedly seeing when launching the game. With Fancy Menu, you can now customize or personalize Minecraft menu to make it more pleasing with your eyes. You can move and resize buttons or just completely delete it. There is a lot of options for you to pick, so I recommend explore it. It might blow your mind. Torches and lanterns in Minecraft is kind of bit weird since when you hold it out of your hand, it doesn't emit light until you place it, unlike in real life. Now with Lamp Dynamic Lights mod, even if you only carries it out with your hand, the lantern or torch emit lights and brighten surroundings near you, helping you to see much better without wasting torches by placing it every time when exploring. Chat is boring without heads. Chat heads adds player heads next to chat messages, so you can easily determine who you're talking to. If you still don't know what the enchantments does to your items, well, Enchantment Descriptions mod provides a way to get descriptions from enchanted books in case if you don't know what's the meaning of sharpness or bane of arthropods. Reducing lag with mods are great with the help of Clumps. It groups bunch of XP into one whole giant clump, making the player pick up the orb immediately, not waiting for it to absorb one by one. But if you want the pleasant sound that it makes, then maybe just skip this one. Your CPU have to pay though. When handling a lot of mods, setting keybinds can be frustrating, but with Controlling mod you now have our ability to search for keybinds instead of going through one by one, leaving you a light work organized keybinds. Messy F3 HUD is important, but it's not pleasant for your eyes. So with Better F3, replaces Minecraft's original debug HUD with a highly customizable, more human-readable HUD. You can customize colors, position, add spacings, and more. When exploring and gathering resources, we couldn't care less about our inventory. With Inventory Profiles next mod, you can sort your inventory at ease, just a click with buttons and voila, easy peasy. Your chest isn't a mess, and neither is your brain. When you love your world so much that you will keep it forever but you accidentally deleted it in under unknown circumstances, Cherished Worlds not just be able to avoid being deleted but also makes it to your favorite, putting it on top, prioritizes your beloved 100,000 years world. Shulker boxes are very useful for me, but it sometimes annoy me with someone who forgets where my stuffs are. Gives me the problem to look for the stuffs in every shulker box I have. But with Shulker Box Tooltip, you can now see what's inside of a shulker box, just by hovering your mouse over it. Saves you time and know exactly where it is. Trees is the first thing you punch in Minecraft, but it's plain. That's why there's Particle mod where it adds falling leaves, gives a little neat leaf particles falling from the tree. Spruces doesn't have falling leaves though. Crafting can be beautiful with Visual Workbench. This mod renders items placed on crafting table as if you're really using it as a table. Not gonna lie, this is fancy. The items will also stay inside if you accidentally close it. Everything has limits, but what if you break that limit? Vanilla messages only have 100 maximum length, but with more chat history mod, the maximum length is now 16,384. Plenty of space to back read. Searching for biomes can be tough sometimes. You might walking it completely opposite direction. Nature's compass come to help. Basically, it's a compass that tells you where biomes are pointing toward to the right direction. Personally, I don't find this interesting since it lessens the purpose of exploring much more, and it kinda similar to the command /locate biome. But if you've been looking an hour or even a day, maybe this is the right mod for you to end your suffering. You might also want to check out the Explorer's Compass. This time it locates structures to your world. Advancements are great. Achieving it makes the game have more goal than just killing the Ender Dragon, but when looking at Advancements tab it's kind of useless. First of all, it's small. We need magnifying glass for these. Now with better advancements, it improves the tab way more. It now covers the entire screen, no more glasses for us to see. These also shows the requirements to finish the advancements, and you can keep track of what you have already done and the things you have to fulfill. Tired of this Mojang screen every single time you load a different resource pack? Well, say no more to remove reloading screen. This makes the game accessible by removing everything from the reload screen except the progress bar. Exploring Minecraft is a little bit boring nowadays because of limited repeatedly biomes, but with Biomes O'Plenty, adding new 50+ new biomes, trees, flowers, and more, making your exploration never get tired since there's so much more. Adding biomes are better with serene seasons. This adds seasons in Minecraft, not just day and night every single day. Grass and foliage colors will change throughout the year, and in the winter, temperatures will shift and allow for snow to fall in some biomes that don't normally receive any. Seasons also affect various other features, like crop growth, weather, and more. Just like in real life. You can pair this up with Tough as Nails. This mod adds body temperature and thirst, feels like you're really in surviving in the woods if hardcore doesn't satisfy you for making the game difficult. Going back to Veinminer mod, this mod is overpowered in early survival since this works with wooden tools, making it super easy. But what about make this an enchantment? Instead you get it instant. You have to grind first in order to get this overpowered mod when mining ores. Now only the tools with the enchantment can vein mine. Walking in Minecraft for thousands of blocks is tiring. With the help of waystones that player can use to warp back and teleport to the waystone they have once activated, making traveling easier in survival. Basically an alternative to commands such as /warp and /home. Beds can now be replaced with sleeping bags and hammock. With Comforts mod, these items are just like beds, but it doesn't set a player spawn point, preserving your spawn point at your base or home. Sleeping bags can be stacked unlike beds on the other hand. Hammocks turns day to night just like napping for a whole day. Minecraft's logic doesn't make sense even a little. Physics are never welcome at the game, but now with Physics mod, let the blocks in the Minecraft world crumble into pieces. You can't miss out some events in Minecraft, but you forgot to record. With Replay mod, it allows you to record, replay, and share your gaming experience. There's also Build and View Editor, so simply position your camera to the right spot and capture the perfect moment of your gameplay. Structures in Minecraft are unique but not quite artistic. Towns and towers replaces the old boring village, outposts, and even shipwreck to a whole new level. It also states here that it's inspired by real-life buildings or architectural styles, giving them a fresh new feel. Multitasking can save a lot of time. When looking at your inventory, you have to stop. But what about do it while walking, running, or even rowing while you craft? Looking at your inventory for specific item or even organizing it saves you time. Creating in Minecraft can sometimes be challenging. Lightomatica has come to help. It is a modern schematic mod where you can copy-paste your build or have a hologram guide if you don't memorize your builds. Your world is realistic enough if you have Make Bubbles Pop mod. This mod makes bubble particles pop and completely overhauls their behavior to let them rise realistically to the water surface. It also adds bubble particles to opening chests, opening barrels, and explosions underwater. Tall grass are annoying. It blocks your swing from the enemy, making you vulnerable. Tall grass are on your way makes hitting mobs harder. Asterisk cut through will fix that. Now it completely ignores it. And you can now fight back without worrying about these grass. Replay mods are only replay. What about the live event? FreeCam allows you to control your camera separately from your player. While it is enabled, you can fly around and travel through blocks within your render distance. Disabling it will restore you to your original position. This can be useful for quickly inspecting builds. This might be considered cheating in servers, so be careful. Do you want smoothness in your life? Try Smooth GUI. Opening your inventory, crafting table, anvils, and any other GUI will now pop up with this smooth animation. Rains in Minecraft are just straight. But with Particle Rain mod replaces the boring default weather with prettier effects, there's also fogs and sandstorms added. When looking at inside of a chest, you might fight behind of that is a distracting world. Well, what about you blur it? With Blur Plus lets you customize more the background blur, making it colorful and adjusting the transparency to your desire. Trees are floating everywhere. But with Falling Tree mod, cutting one wood will make the tree collapse entirely. There's 4 modes: instantaneous, shift down, fall items, and fall blocks. Which one is more realistic? Enchanting tables should be magical as it should. With easy magic your wish is granted. Leaving the item and lapis lazuli inside will make it rotate around the table. There's also re-roll button in case the following enchantments that gave you a trash. Villagers are very useful, but they're not known for a beautiful work they give. Giving names might just solve that problem. There's 5,000 plus names, one of which will be randomly chosen whenever an unnamed villager is detected. If you want your own names for them, well, you can set that too. Get an extra hand while rowing with Boat Item View mod. Allows you to see your held items when rowing a boat, making it easier to locate a buried treasure. Sounds can make your game more engaging since this can bring your emotions. This mod that adds a variety of new sound effects to the game, whilst improving existing ones that didn't quite fit. Listen closely, and I recommend you wear an earphones for this. Mob votes are rigged in my opinion. But with Friends and Foes mod, this brings the outvoted mobs from the previous mob votes. There's the crab that helps you to reach farther. The tough golem, rascal, copper golem that doesn't matter now since it's officially in Minecraft and better. The glare, Iceologer, Moo Bloom, I still thinks it's cute. Scary wildfire, and the mauler. I still can't figure out why glow squid one. Flying with elytras are fun, but you can make it better and semi-realistic by adding do a barrel roll. It achieves this by redesigning movement with a completely unlocked camera orientation in mind, allowing for full pitch, yaw, and roll control in flight. You now don't need to go to a browser just to install a resource pack. Resourcify made it easier for us to search and download a pack inside of Minecraft. One click away and you're all set. Planting in Minecraft can be tiring since you have to replace it after harvesting. Right-click Harvest mod harvest crops, replanting the seeds automatically. Saves you time from farming. Next is Gamma Utils. It's basically Fulbright but in fabric. This gives you night vision without potion, making it easier to see in the dark like caves. Do you want a hexagon-shaped fence but Minecraft doesn't like other shapes when it comes to fences? Featuring illegal diagonal fences. Seems impossible but possible. Ping wheel is perfect for co-op games since this leaves temporary mark in games locations, or items also highlights it to the other players, making it fast communication. When you need a grand entrance but the doors won't open at the same time. With double doors, double identical doors will now open both. This also works with trapdoors and fence gates. Breeding in Minecraft can now be automatic because of the animal feeding through mod. Breeding can now be simultaneous without needing to feed them and wait manually. Though this looks like a compressed composter. You can now look over your shoulder with shoulder surfing reloaded. There's also free look where you can keep walking in a direction while looking in a different one. Building in Minecraft needs a different variance of block to look natural and realistic. Now Stoneworks fills all the missing gaps when it comes to building with vanilla stone blocks. There's so much added new stones that can also be stairs, walls, and slabs, so you might need to explore this mod thoroughly. End dimension are pretty boring. Please Mojang update the end. We can't wait any longer, so Moog's End Structures is here. Basically this adds a lot of new structures, and upgrade the end dimension to bring life. Now exploration in the end is much more exciting. Did you ever wonder where the mobs come from? They just pop up from thin air, spawning in like they just born instantly. Well, with spawn animations this now gives us ideas where they come from. From digging their self out from the ground. Looks cool animation too, but don't forget to run for your safety. Speaking of mobs, they're annoying when you're going to bed. They're hiding, keeping you from sleeping safely. Monsters in the Closet is a pretty simple solution for this problem. It highlights the mob having a glow and being able to kill it wherever he was hiding. Or maybe just move your bed. When teaming up we often shift to show our friendliness, but we can do much more with Emotecraft. This adds default emotes like waving, but you can also customize and add your own emote. This also makes you player more alive. Do you want to play Minecraft Bedrock in Java Edition? With Bedrock Keyfree it's possible. This adds some useful Bedrock mechanics or features into Java like helpful tips, position, and paper doll overlay, and many more. Inventory is kinda questionable since where do they store the items? Is it in their pockets? All of these. You can't put a sharp blade in there. With YDM's Weaponmaster, this will now display the items on your hotbar either behind your back or beside where it looks like it's really a battle of two swordsmen. You can also move and resize the items showing to make it like a floating aura. It's all up to you to make yourself a better swordman. Status Effects Bars is a simple mod. Basically all it does is shows you a status bar with the remaining duration of potion effects you have without opening your inventory to check. Are you tired of mobs getting into your boat or Minecraft? Now you have to break it and place it again. No more to dismount entity. You now just need to shift and right-click the vehicle and the mobs will dismount without breaking it. Explosions in Minecraft can be so much cooler with explosive enhancements. Now Creeper just don't ruin your day. Now it makes a cool animations to lessen the stress they gave. This also works with TNT, with special effects underwater. Structures in Nether are not enough. With Formations Nether, there's now additional new structures in the Nether. There's Blackstone Castle, Nether House, Small Shrine, Strange Temple, Strange Altar, and there's many more for you to check out. Sitting in Minecraft can be done by just crouching on the stairs. But what if you can really sit? Simply right-click the top side of a right-side-up slab or stair block with an empty hand to sit on it. Dismounting will be done by just shifting. Chickens with lead is a great decoration, but connectable chains makes it much easier and better. This adds just like ropes, tied it with fences and you now have fancy path and block pathways. Not with just ropes but with chains also. Smoothness is pleasure to our eyes. Smooth swapping make it happen in Minecraft. Basically it makes the swapping animation smoother and you can also customize this to your desired speed and smoothness. Additional animations. Try adding immersive UI. It's a mod that enhances your gameplay experience with smoother transitions like smooth hotbar selector animation, wiggling items, trail of particles and item scaling when you hover your cursor over. It's so satisfying. Is it just me? I always carry 2 pickaxes. one with Fortune 3 and one with Silk Touch. But I always forgets which is which. So with held item info, it now shows me the enchantments when I held into it, making me avoid checking in my inventory every time. Fences does make sense since it's kind of a barrier to not let you pass, but sometimes it can be annoying when trapping mobs for your barn. Jump over fences lets you to jump over it to avoid hassles when preparing for farms. Stairs are always used when building a roof in Minecraft, but what about a real roof? With real triangular roof? McCaw's roofs added those for you. Now it much more look like a roof and a real umbrella beach without the annoying strings under the carpet. Trims in Minecraft are great. This adds fancy armor and to brag about the rare armor trims you found. But what about elytras? Isn't cool if elytras have a unique designs to it? Elytra trims will make that true. There's so much to combine, give it a try to make your flying experience more shiny or even weirdly. Sky in the end dimension are boring and blank void. With better end sky, it gives a slightly better void than just a random white dots. I have to get mending by trading with villagers, but it's tiring and won't give it to me. Breaking and placing it back wastes more time and making me tired at the same time. But with trade cycling, there's now a button to replace and get a new trading until you get what you needed without the hassles that taking you hours. Beating Minecraft is too boring, plain, and easy. We can make it more interesting with true ending. Ender Dragon Overhaul. The Ender Dragon will have a 300 health points instead of 200. There's purple particles effect everywhere. There's slight difference in crystals. Fireballs now deal damage directly on impact. And there's bunch of cool additional attacks of Ender Dragon such as laser attack, chain-fired fireball attack, shockwaves, and many more that makes it so magical. Gives a feeling that you're in a supernatural world. I highly recommend this for you to try out. Good luck in speedrunning this though. But don't forget the mobs in the overworld. Mutant Monsters also improves and upgrade Enderman. Skeleton that will punch you with knockback, and will explode when you defeat him, making his skull wearable. Friendly Snow Golem. Bulk Zombie. A fast pig spider. And a creeper that you think needs a hug, but he will just blow you up. Spawning a mini creepers that's ready to annoy you more, making it more challenging to deal with. Be careful though, cause they might appear on your dream because of how scary they look. Minecraft has now vertical slabs? Well no, they don't want to add that. But if you want that, use this enchanted vertical slabs mod. With simple explanations, it adds vertical slabs for your beautiful builds and creation. Female skin players in Minecraft are very different from in real life since they're missing their best feature. Introducing female gender mod. Basically, as you can see, it adds their precious treasure. You can also adjust their sizes, totally up to your likings. There's baby villager and baby zombies, but what about skeletons? Tiny skeletons add baby skeletons. Makes it more challenging since baby skeletons also shoots, but when you came closer they will switch to a wooden sword and turn into melee attack. Baby strays are also added with snowballs throwing at you. These two variant of skeletons are trying to hurt you, even their babies. On the other hand, baby with the skeletons are quite the opposite since they carry a skeleton head. They're scared you might take it away from their hand. Trade it with Wither Rose instead. I don't know if these will send shivers down your spine. Personally think they're so cute. Who loves math? I don't. Well, you're in luck because CalcMod exists. This adds a calculator to Minecraft. It instantly gives you the correct answer with any math equation. Calculates the items you need to craft of any amount of block or item, listing them all. And useful for setting up portals since it can also convert the exact overworld coordinates to nether coordinates. You can also click the green text to copy. Next, Yuku's Armor HUD. Minimalist vanilla-like widget to display your armor items and their durability. You can adjust and position this to your likings. Gives you a warning when if the durability is low, making you aware while fighting a sweat player. Shulker boxes are handy, but they need to be placed down to access the items inside. Item Swapper will make it easier for you. You can now switch between items from the inventory. Switch between items from shulker boxes in the inventory with the same variant of the block you are holding. This also works with potions, weapons, tools, food, and more. Crossing in Minecraft from one mountain to another is hard and tiring. I wish there's naturally generating bridges over rivers. Good thing Abridged is here. These bridges can cross over anywhere from small creeks to massive canyons. There's 11 variants of these for you find throughout your world. Might as well start exploring for these. Being an author couldn't be easier with Scribble since you can now edit books with bold, italics, underlined, and you can even add colors to it with just a button. Now you can express more with books in Minecraft. Happy writing for everyone. Want to look like the Monopoly guy? I lied, Mr. Monopoly doesn't have monocle. But with Horse Expert, you can wear this monocle that shows the statistics of a horse and llamas. It's listed their health, speed, and jump height to know if they're useful or not. Paintings in Minecraft is not enough. Even though this painting is the best, McCaw's paintings adds more painting in the game. There's so much more cool new paintings for you to decorate on your bases. Different variants can make it up to a big museum of these great arts. And that's the total of 100 mods in Minecraft, from tiny tweaks to absolute game changers. Which one blew your mind the most? Personally, tiny skeletons, sounds, and true ending excites me the most. Do you agree?